Hey guys, Nintendo fanboy for the win here, and today I'm going to be bringing you a brand new 3DS Power Saves update for Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Now, the last time I did this was a couple months ago, and I don't remember which codes were and were not here exactly. I know which some of the ones that are new, but I'm just going to go over with a fresh start, showing you guys every single code that's in here because they have edited some of the codes that were previously there in the first place anyway. So just to tell you guys, some of these codes are pretty much outdated now because you can actually Pokégen in 6th Gen now. If you want to learn about how to do that, all you need to do is click on the link in the description, or you can find it on my channel. Now, it is legit Pokegening for 6th Gen, and it works for X and Y and ORAS. So if you want to find out about that, obviously just click on the link down below and you can find out. Going into the codes, first of all, we are going to just look right here. So miscellaneous, looks like we have all the regular stuff, which is like all O-Powers, all TMs, all Secret Base Goods, Eon Ticket, Max Volcanic Ash, Pokeblocks, Complete Pokedex, all wallpapers, all badges, and Complete Pokedex and 999 Dex Nav. This is something I actually would want because 999 Dex Nav is actually really useful for things like possibly shiny chaining. It might actually increase the odds significantly to have a 999 Dex Nav, so that would be actually pretty cool to have. Next, going into the tool items, where a bunch of tools I believe gives you all of the items basically, so I'm not really sure. I think it gives you all the items. I'm not sure exactly. But just looking in the items, we obviously have the Master Ball, all of the Mega Stones now. We have even the new ones, every single Mega Stone, I believe. We have a Sunstone, all the stones. We have an Oval Stone, a Heart Scale, Destiny Knot, Leftovers, Lucky Eggs, Soul Dew, Red Orb, Blue Orb, Light Ball. So basically, they're kind of just putting in random items that may be useful to you guys. So pretty interesting there. Next, going into recovery, they have all the medicine items, I believe. And they also have Rare Candy and Sacred Ash for the slot 1. Obviously, Sacred Ash not very useful for like me at least, but you guys can at least use the rare candies because that's really useful. Going on to berries, obviously they have max berry codes. This is extremely useful. Have all berries 999. This is so you can have every single berry in the game that aren't even released yet as well. 999. So that's very useful to have. Next, going into Wonder Card slot, we have a bunch of new Wonder Cards out, which is actually really nice. We have Legacy Wonder Cards from X and Y, which is, wow, I did not know this. They actually have, I believe it's pretty much every single like Wonder Card from X and Y, so that's actually really nice. I'm not really going to go into detail because I don't really need to go into the Japanese Eevee birthday Wonder Card. But yeah, basically they have all of the things from X and Y, which is awesome. Going into fake Wonder Cards, looks like you can get Hoopa, a Shiny Hoopa, a Shiny Charm, Oval Charm, Wonder Card Pokemon Modifier, Shiny Modifier, and Zygarde. Now, don't know why Zygarde's here. Maybe because if you don't have X and Y, you can't get him, or I don't know, because you can't even get the other legendaries either. I guess they just found out you can get like how to do Zygarde here, and maybe there's actually going to be a Zygarde event that they've hacked in somehow. I don't know. I guess, nice that they have some fake ones like Hoopa. That's really useful. Hoopa and obviously Volcanion you can do in X and Y. For the ORAS Wonder Cards, we have the Shiny Beldum event, which is good. We have 100 Potions from another event. We have the Super Smash Bros. Greninja, which is actually awesome. We have the Poké Scrap, Keldeo, Shaman, Victini, and that is from some Japanese event that I remember seeing where you have to collect a bunch of stuff, and it's like a whole treasure map looking thing. So that's actually pretty cool that we get all the Japanese events in-game as well. As you can see, they also have a bunch of other ones from like the Pokemon Center, Piplup Pokemon Center, from all these ones from Tokyo. The rest of these are mainly just like random ones like birthday and stuff. Obviously, they will have the the regular ones, so there will be like a Hoopa one and everything once that comes out. So yeah, pretty much that's it for the Wonder Cards there. Next, moving on to Pokemon Box Slot, you can actually change the Pokemon to a UK, US, or Japanese Pokemon. Now, this is kind of useful if you want to do something like the Masada method, but I wouldn't really advise it just because, unless you want your Pokemon to be Japanese, which would be pretty cool actually, I would not really advise it. Doesn't really make sense. Egg Wonder Cards, this is actually awesome. You can, I guess, make eggs that have like I guess like an egg that'll hatch and have whatever you want really. This is actually looks really nice. They seem to have all the abilities now too, which is awesome because now you can get certain hidden abilities that you couldn't get. But apparently this is for obviously we'll see down below if they have this for other ones, but obviously this is for egg wonder cards. So this is kind of cool how you can actually make your own Pokemon pretty much from scratch. So if you can pretty much put any, I guess, any like Pokedex number, get anything. Well, it's saying Arceus, Mew, Meloetta, Genesect, Hoopa, and Volcanion are not supported, but pretty much every other Pokemon, I guess, is supported, so that's kind of cool. And basically, you can just make your own Pokemon from scratch, I guess, from an egg, including the ability and everything, so that's awesome. So yeah, that's Egg Wonder Cards. Looking into the shiny Pokemon, they have obviously the first 5 Pokemon in box 1 shiny. They don't have up to 10 yet, but that's actually fine. Next is the PID. This will actually modify its IVs and such, and other stuff like that. These I would not advise using anymore since Pokégen is out because they actually do change it to a traded Pokemon, which is kind of sucky. So I would advise you guys to use the Pokégen thing, just because I don't really. I obviously I'll use this for a couple things, but if I have the time, it only takes a couple minutes. I would just do Pokégen because then you can get legit guys with like perfect IVs and stuff like that too. Now looking into the alternate forms, we have Pikachu, Kyurem, Hoopa, Deancey, Groudon, Giratina, basically all of the other ones that we had before. And actually it looks like we have all of the Pokemon, including the what's it called? The Mega Evolutions as well. So you can actually, if you guys don't know, this actually turns them into a Hackmon basically because you can do like turn this Tyranitar into its alternate form, which would be Mega Tyranitar, without it holding an item. So it'll permanently be in the Mega Tyranitar form without an item. So you can actually use an item with it. So that is a Hackmon. But there are a couple of ones that are actually very beneficial, like Shaman Sky form and things of that nature, where you actually cannot store them in the PC box because they actually revert back to normal Shaman when they're in the PC box. So very useful for certain Pokemon like that. Now going to Pokerus, obviously Pokerus on or off, not really useful anymore because obviously we can just edit our EVs and IVs using Pokégen and other methods that are easier than Pokerus and other stuff. But if you want to just put Pokerus and share it and share the love or whatever, you can just do that if you want. Going on to sex modifier, obviously male, female, neutral, same as normal. Experience modifier, same here. This obviously doesn't matter now that we have Pokégen and other things like that. If you want to quick level up your guy instead of having to Pokégen, then this is obviously the good method. Going to cloning method, I wouldn't use this just because it's I'd like to clone like as many as I want, not have to be constrained to 2 guys or whatever it is. So I wouldn't really use this, but if you want to use that, you can do it. Language modifier, obviously I wouldn't use that because I only speak English, but yeah, if you guys want to change your language, if you clicked on the wrong one or as a joke you did it by accident, then you can change it there. Pokeball caught in. This is actually kind of nice because you can, I guess, kind of, like put the shame away that you caught your Xerneas in a Master Ball or something like that when you really could have caught it in like literally a Pokeball. I caught mine in a Pokeball, so it's kind of, if you want to just do that kind of thing, it's kind of cool. The nature codes, really nice. Natures, you can just change that on the fly, which is really good. One other thing about the Pokeballs is I believe that if you change it, the Pokeball, you can also get the effects from that Pokeball as well. So like something like a Dusk Ball, or not a Dusk Ball, but some of the balls that do like Friend Ball will raise your friendship level with them, that kind of thing. That will also be affected, so that's another reason why you might want to use it. So yeah, Moving on to the IV codes, we have obviously standard IV codes. I'm not going to go into depth with this because obviously it's pretty self-explanatory, and I've also gone over this numerous times in X and Y. Going on, next is the EV box. This is the same thing as the IV pretty much. Quick egg hatch. This is very useful for obviously quick hatching eggs, so you don't have to run around. Affection. This is actually very useful unless you want to do it through Pokégen, because Pokégen obviously it's more I guess like easier to do because sometimes you can do like max affection or whatever, but if you want a certain affection level or zero affection or something that's very useful like that, you can also do that. Moving on, we have the Pokepuff codes. Obviously you can get all Pokepuffs as well, I believe. I think it says it somewhere down there, but you can get any Pokepuff you really want, so yeah, that's pretty useful for contests and other things like that. Next is the super training bags. These are obviously self-explanatory and are kind of useless now that we actually have the EV modifier. So yeah, I would just say skip that unless you really want to super train for some reason. Next, going on to the secret base flag codes. This is actually really good. I like this because obviously you have to get a bunch of flags to get certain perks and other cool stuff. So I would actually just use 5,000 flags and get my base up all the way. Obviously I would not be, or I'd be cheating pretty much, but I really like that idea because it takes forever. I literally played for like I'd say 5 or 6 hours just collecting flags, and it got really repetitive. Obviously who the hell is going to do 5,000 flags kind of thing, so I don't really know about that. I'm probably going to end up doing that one though because that seems pretty interesting. Moving on, this is Pokemon box codes. I don't understand I guess this just moves Pokemon in the box to your party or vice versa or something. I can't really understand what this is supposed to do, so I'd just stay away from that for now at least. This is actually kind of cool. Game time codes. You can put it to 0 hours if you want to reset your time, or you can put it to the maximum amount of hours, which is 999 hours, 59 minutes, and 59 seconds. Obviously, I wouldn't do that last one because it's kind of stupid. Why would you want to do that? But maybe the zero time if you want to reset and start over parts of your adventure. Obviously, you can't redo the adventure, but yeah, so that is pretty much it for the codes, guys. I know this was a very long video. They do have a lot more new codes in the works and obviously here now. So anyway, guys, that is going to be it. If you like the video, please leave a like. I'm just going to close this. If you dislike the video, leave a dislike. Put in the comments down below what codes do you guys want next. I honestly don't care about any more codes for the Pokemon aspect of changing moves and such because obviously now we have Pokégen and they pretty much got all of the basics down. So now that we have Pokégen, we can pretty much do anything we want with Pokemon. We don't really need to use power saves. Obviously, it is very nice that we can do it on the fly. We don't have to use programs or exploits or anything weird that could do harm or anything that's not natural to the game. Obviously, power saves is a natural, but the point is it's on the fly, easy to do. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And I am going to go. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.